Happy holidays to you. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can improve ourselves and you help spread the Buddha Dharma. If you would please put your palms together for a meditation reading. Each person has inside a basic decency and goodness. If he listens to it and acts on it, he is giving a great deal of what it is the world needs most. It is not complicated, but it takes courage. It takes courage for a person to listen to his own goodness and act on it. Pablo Casal, 1876 to 1973, Spanish cellist, conductor, and composer. If you would please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. It was around 2,500 years ago, according to the Western calendar, December 8th was known as Bodhi Day, or what we like to think of the day that Prince Siddhartha, at the age of 35 years old, attained enlightenment. And he became Shakyamuni Buddha, the enlightened one. You know, he came from a very wealthy family, and he had all the luxuries you could think of, never having to ask for anything. But he saw so much suffering and sorrow, and he kept questioning why. So he gave up everything to seek answers. And he spent many, many years practicing various teachings. And he studied under 5 other ascetics or monks. And he, like I said, he gave up everything. He had rags for clothes, barely covering himself. And he starved himself. There are statues and pictures depicting him having only skin and bones because they said he only had a sip of water and 1 grain of rice a day. 1 grain of rice a day. But as he practiced, he thought about it, and he saw that without a clear and healthy mind, how do you have a healthy body? And he came up with the middle way. Not the extreme gluttony or starvation, but just the middle way. And so he, on December 8th, sat under the peppal tree, or known as the Bodhi tree, Ficus religioso. And he found the root of all suffering and how to free himself as well as ourselves from this suffering. Legend says that while in deep meditation, Siddhartha, or soon to be Shakyamuni Buddha, was tempted by the demon Mara. And Mara sent his 5 daughters, some say 3, some say 5, daughters to tempt Siddhartha. And these 5 beautiful women symbolized thirst, aversion, discontentment, attachment, desire, greed, passion, pride, and fear. Yet the soon-to-be Buddha swept them away right there as the wind would blow a fallen cotton tuft. The soon-to-be Buddha described his enlightenment in 3 stages. In other Buddhist sects, the first watch of the night, the Buddha discovered all of his past lives in a cycle of rebirth, realizing he had been born and reborn countless times before. But that's in the other Buddhist sects. And then during the second watch of night, he discovered the law of karma and the importance of living by the Eightfold Path. In all traditions agreed that the third watch was the answers the Buddha sought. And that third watch is, he discovered the 4 Noble Truths. What are these 4 Noble Truths? Very simply put, is that life is suffering and full of sorrow. And the truth of the cause of this, and the second is the truth of the cause of our suffering. The third truth is an end to our cravings or our suffering. And the fourth truth is the solution, which is the Eightfold Path. And the Eightfold Paths are just principles that we all continue to live by, but we just don't label them. We try to have right view, right thought, right speech, right action, livelihood, effort, meditation, and right mindfulness. And right mindfulness is just study, thinking, practice, all of these other 7 paths to the best of our abilities. Yes, there are a lot of right paths, right everything, but think of it as, if we have right thought, well, it's said in the golden chain to have right, pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, actions. And that's what we have to look at. So, when we forget these 8 practices, the Eightfold Path, maybe it is just looking at Nembutsu, our Namu Amida Butsu. And we give thanks and show our gratitude and appreciation in helping us to find our true self. If you think about it, without the teachings and without Siddhartha experiencing and his adventures on this path, can we find any peace and harmony? He experienced the hardships. He found answers for us. It is us who must now learn the teachings and find our path. We don't have to give up our luxuries, and we don't have to starve ourselves. But we do have to think, hear, and truly study. Study the true self. Study the teachings of the Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment and continued to share his compassion. The Buddha is always surrounding us, teaching us. And always hears our call of Nembutsu. So if you would please, join your palms together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Happy Bodhi Day, and thank you for listening to Slow Buddhist Church YouTube channel.